Freshen up your fleet with Rush Truck Centers. As the year draws to a close, Rush Truck Centers is ready to go with convenient locations and a dedicated team of experts all here to see you through. Get custom integrated solutions. Rush Truck Centers offers new and used trucks and genuine OEM and all makes parts. Plus same-day PM service and full-service repairs on all makes and models. To get started, visit iHeartRush.com. That's iHeartRush.com. Expect more with Rush Truck Centers.
Get great deals throughout the store at Safeway. This week at Safeway, get mega packs of bone-in USDA choice beef New York strip steaks for $5.97 per pound with digital coupon. Limit 2 packages. Plus, Haas avocados are 10 for $10. Member price. Also, this week at Safeway, mix or match 12 packs of 12-ounce cans or 8 packs of 12-ounce bottles of Coca-Cola, Pepsi, 7-Up, or Dr. Pepper are buy 2, get 3 free. Limit 3 free items. Member price plus CRV. Visit Safeway.com or head in store for more deals.
Hey y'all, it's Peyton with Idle Lane Spa and Boutique, and you're listening to Local Leaders, the podcast.
Hi, it's Trisha Johnston, residential realtor with Ladder & Bloom with your real estate tip of the week. Finding the right house can be a challenge in any market, but in this busy real estate market, it can seem impossible. But the goal isn't to find the perfect house, it's to find one that has potential. Some home buyers miss out on what could be the right house for them because they're distracted by a few features that are easy and inexpensive to change. The house might just need a good cleaning or a fresh coat of paint, might need some minor repairs or updating. It may need some fresh landscaping or a good yard cleanup. Your primary focus should be on the things that can't be changed. The location, lot size, the neighborhood and surrounding areas, the school district if that's important to you. When you're looking for a home, keep an open mind and maybe even bring a family member or friend who has creative ideas and can help you envision the potential for each home that you look at. If you have any questions at all, please give me a call and I'll be happy to help. I'm Trisha Johnston with Ladder & Bloom, and I'll be back here next week with another real estate tip for you.
Hey everyone, and welcome to another edition of Local Leaders, the podcast. And the guy that is sitting across from me is Juan, is it Sabogal?
Sabogal, that's correct.
Yes, I did it the first time out. I was practicing that last night, and sometimes when I practice things, I get them wrong, but I did it right in this case. And you own a franchise of ForeverLawn.
Correct.
And I want to tell the listeners kind of how I came to meet Mr. Juan and how he ended up here sitting in that podcast chair across from me. Very nice guy from Denham Springs, and lives out in this area, local, supports local stuff. And he reached out to me and said, man, I'd like to see about getting a sponsorship on your show. And I said, okay. And wanted to meet with him, kind of talk about what he did for a living, and we did that. And when I found out he owned this franchise, I'm like, man, I love it that you want to do a sponsorship, but I'd love for you to come on the show and actually talk about what you do, because this is kind of a hard thing to find, I guess you could say. People really don't know where to turn when they need this kind of work done. So he owns a company called ForeverLawn, and we're going to talk about that today, talk about all the interesting things that they do in the community to help people have, well, really synthetic grass when I tell y'all it looks like real grass, it looks like real grass. You would never know the difference. Let's talk about that. First, let's talk about what kind of led you into getting this franchise.
So my best friend, Dennis Stewart, we own the dealership here in Louisiana. So we've been friends for over 20 years. And back then I used to be in the restaurant business.
Yep.
That's how we met. We're taking a trip to Indianapolis to watch a Formula One race.
Oh.
And then
that's pretty cool.
And then we met in the airplane, and then I didn't know he was from New Orleans, so we just kind of kept talking, and then we went to the race, and then funny enough, we came back on the same airplane, same flight.
Oh,
So we just kept talking, and then back then he was going to med school,
yeah.
and I was working at Syrops.
Okay.
On Jefferson.
Yeah,
Highway.
yeah.
So after we met, he went on back to school. I went back to work, and then he kept coming to the restaurant. He started coming to the restaurant just to develop that friendship.
Sure.
So life goes on. He finishes school, and I continue my career on the restaurant business. From Syrops, I went to work for a produce company called LNA Quality Foods, and then it changed names to Table Fresh, and then now it's owned by Ozzy Fernandez.
Okay.
For Ezos and
Yes.
So and I mentioned this because it's very important, because those steps in my life were very important. Those people that I worked for, they taught me so many things.
Yeah.
And I learned so much from them, to where I'm at right now.
Yeah. On the business side, I would imagine,
my
especially.
goodness, it was a tremendous. I learned so much.
Yeah.
But so Dennis, my business partner, he got in a car wreck, head-on collision, so he could not do his career.
Yeah.
He could not be a doctor, but he wanted to have a business. He wanted to do something.
Sure.
So he came to me as like, "Want to have this idea about doing a business in partnership with you." So we look at different alternatives, different ways, different businesses.
Mm-hmm.
But he came up with an idea of having a restaurant bar where you can bring dogs and enjoy a good evening with your friends and dogs.
Yeah.
So he started doing research about canine grass for dogs, artificial grass, and during his research, he just found ForeverLawn.
Yeah.
And then he was like, "I know we talk about you and I opening a restaurant business, because all my background, but I was like, what do you think about just doing canine grass?
Yeah.
Like, is there something we can do?" And I was like, let's look at it. I mean, I know how to run a restaurant business. I don't know anything about artificial grass. And the more we look into it, we're starting liking this.
Yeah.
Many things about the grass, how unique it is, how it's made.
Yes.
So we went up to Ohio to where the main office is.
Yeah.
And we met up with the owners, and it's just the whole atmosphere of how you feel when you walk into a place,
Mm-hmm.
Brian and Dale Carmi, the owners of ForeverLawn, they're just tremendous people.
Yeah.
Christian, and they embrace what they do, and they believe on what they do.
And that's a huge thing for a franchise to have those kind of people as the franchisors, because in a lot of I would imagine a lot of times when you deal with franchises, it's people that may not have necessarily been in that type of business before. Mm-hmm. So you need a franchisor that offers a lot of support, makes you feel comfortable. Yeah. And they're out of Delton, Georgia. Mm-hmm. Is that right?
That's where the grass is manufactured.
Okay.
I'm not sure how many manufacturers are in the U.S., but
60 according to my research. Wow. 60 cities.
Wow. But ours, it comes from Dalton, Georgia.
Yeah.
After we met with Brian Carmi and Dale Carmi, we just had this feeling of this is gonna work.
Yeah.
I'm more comfortable with the restaurant business because that's what I've been doing for almost 15 years. But after we met him and we went through the whole introduction, we're like, I like this. I like working with my hands. I like doing carpentry. I like doing stuff like that. But when it comes to the grass, I don't know. I had this sense of feeling that this is going to work.
Yeah.
This is it.
Yeah. You just felt like you were being led towards that. And
yeah.
as we mentioned, out of Georgia is where they do that grass. So it's a made in the USA product.
Yes, sir. Everything is made in the U.S. We have over, I'm probably jumping.
No, go ahead.
We have over 20 different kinds of grass that are designed for specific places.
Yep.
So it's all made in the U.S. up in Dalton, Georgia.
Yes, and Georgia, go Bulldogs! They just won the national championship, so I'm sure those
people
up there
are cheering right now.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's it's been a long time since Georgia's been able to put it to Alabama like that. BJ Pawn and Gun in Denham Springs wants to buy your unwanted gold jewelry, gold coins, and gold bullion. With 30 years of experience operating in the Livingston Parish area, BJ Pawn wants to be your source when selling your gold. So stop by BJ Pawn today for a no-obligation offer. BJ Pawn, a proud sponsor of Local Leaders, the podcast. What Juan doesn't grow on trees. It's very interesting, and the product that you sell is just top notch, man. He brought me some samples, y'all, when he came in here and we met. And first of all, you have to literally touch it to tell it's not real grass. It was crazy. And it's woven a certain way that just keeps it in there. So when you think of it, don't think of the old AstroTurf. It's nothing like that.
I encountered that a lot of people when we're emailing or, trying to get in touch with people. It's like, AstroTurf. And
which looks fake.
And I didn't know what AstroTurf because that was back in in the 80s? 90s, something like that.
80s, early 90s.
So I had to do my own research what AstroTurf, man, what it was. And no, it's nothing like it.
That's like the first generation of artificial grass before it, of course, everything now scientifically has changed the way they weave these things and wove them. And
that's what Brian and Dale, they took upon making a better quality grass. It's always racing for the bottom, who's going to make it cheaper, who's going to be more cost effective. But Brian Dale was like, we can make this better. We can make it look real. And it's like, it's not, you don't see it out there.
No, you don't, not to this quality. And to give folks an idea of the quality, a lot of times when you wonder how someone's work is, you look and see who they've done work for, and that will kind of give you some of the companies here that they've done work for. Walt Disney World. I mean, they use this company.
Since
ESPN.
We since we have dealers all over the U.S. Dealers of Tampa, he's big down there. And we install so many jobs across the U.S., like you mentioned, Disney,
Google.
Exactly.
So
LSU as well. I think
LSU.
I think it's by the batting cages. They have a run area.
Yeah.
And
that's y'all's product out there. Correct. Man, that's fantastic. They also, Martha Stewart Company uses this particular company. KinderCare, the daycare, all throughout the United States. They use ForeverLawn as, I guess, for their playgrounds or whatever out there.
Pet Suites.
Pet
Suites is huge for us. And there's a TV show my wife watches all the time. It's the Magnolia something.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
I've seen.
They use ForeverLawn as well.
There you go. So this is, and that's we bring up and mention because it kind of legitimizes that company and really tells you what you're dealing with. So you brought this up earlier, but ForeverLawn, they provide many different types of artificial grass for many different surfaces. It's synthetic grass, you can call it. And when I tell you it looks real, y'all, I'm going to keep hammering that down because it just blew my mind. You'd have thought he was bringing in a actual piece of grass in here. The only way I knew was I touched it. And just really tight. You don't have to worry about it falling out. So keep that in mind throughout this podcast. But I do want to cover these products one by one and let you kind of elaborate on them. So first, let's talk about your synthetic grass itself. Now, does it come in different looks?
Some blades are thicker than others, or longer, or the shape of the blade.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it has like a V shape or straight blade shape.
Yeah.
So it gives you different looks. Also, the
Gotcha.
thatch
Yeah.
that's between the blades, it's brown, you know, longer, shorter.
Gotcha.
So you get different kinds of.
Get great deals throughout the store at Safeway. This week at Safeway, get mega packs of bone-in USDA choice beef New York strip steaks for $5.97 per pound with digital coupon. Limit 2 packages. Plus, Haas avocados are 10 for $10. Member price. Also, this week at Safeway, mix or match 12 packs of 12-ounce cans or 8 packs of 12-ounce bottles of Coca-Cola, Pepsi, 7-Up, or Dr. Pepper are buy 2, get 3 free. Limit 3 free items. Member price plus CRV. Visit Safeway.com or head in store for more deals.
Of, you know, size of the grass.
I got you. So maybe in an attempt to maybe match your existing grass a little bit, or whatever. So you have those options there. And let's talk about some of the places that you can install this grass. Obviously lawns, you know, you can do it at someone's house, but a lot of people maybe won't realize you can put this on rooftops and balconies.
Yes, absolutely. We've done that. We did a job for, I forgot the company name. It's in downtown Baton Rouge. It's looking out Tiger Stadium, and they wanted some artificial grass on the rooftop. So what we did in that installation, we put, it's called an air grid, and it's like a plastic platform. It's 12 inches by 12 inches.
Yep.
And then we connect them, and then it creates like a platform, and then we put the grass on top.
Oh, that's cool.
So the water can drain and go to the proper drainage.
Fantastic.
And then we did also their clubhouse. We did
with the same
grass.
Excellent.
And when you step out of the elevators, we did grass right there because they wanted a better look than just concrete.
Very good.
So we can do it straight on concrete or on platforms.
Yeah, and that's important to mention. So if you know, some people have concrete maybe just in their backyard, for example, and maybe they're wanting more of a grass look. They can put it on top of concrete. Yeah. They're not limited to only dirt. They can put it. They can put it there, no problem. Now, you can also, I would think this would be good for like restaurants as far as like storefronts or restaurant fronts, stuff like that. Is that something typical?
We did an installation for Ozzy Fernandez for his restaurant Modesto.
Yeah.
Off of Burbank.
Yep.
We did his outdoor area.
Oh, good.
With synthetic grass.
Another thing about your product and something that is really worth mentioning is a warranty on it.
Correct.
You had brought it up earlier, and of course we all know that you kind of get what you pay for a lot of times, and you know, if you want something that lasts, that really looks good, that's going to hold up, all those sort of things, it's still economical, but you know, you get what you pay for, right? But one thing y'all do a great job of is standing behind your product. You have a long warranty, 15 years.
15 years, correct. And that's one thing that I stand behind, that I really believe if you have a product that's going to last long and you install it properly, you're talking about more than 15 years.
Yeah.
You know, I could sell you the grass or to anyone, but if they don't install it properly, they don't put the seams together, they don't add the right infill, or they don't know all the things that goes with it, you know, you're looking, you know, 15 or less than that. But if I do it, I take pride and I do it so it can last longer. There has been projects where to this day it's been over 16, 17 years and the grass still out there.
Yeah. So it doesn't mean that you know, at the end of that 15 years, it's going to, you know, it's going to cut out. That's just how long they warranty it. It might go 30, you know, something like that. And in your industry, those warranties aren't that typical.
Yeah, I was going to mention that, you know, one thing that I like to tell people is to get informed, educate themselves about artificial grass. Yes, you can find cheaper grass. You know, you can Google it, go to Home Depot, buy it, or you can call any landscape company. Mm-hmm. But just do your research. How the warranty, are the blades are gonna shrink with the sun?
How's it woven? Are they just going to start falling out on you?
I mean, there's some grasses that you just pinch it and you pull the blades and they come right off.
100%.
Ours doesn't happen to our grass.
Yeah.
It's made that we will last 15 years.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen some of those little squares, and I don't remember where I was at, but one time I had bought one for something and put it in the buggy. And when I put it in the buggy, half the blades fell out. I'm like, this is not what I'm looking for.
That's and stuff like that is a big misconception with customers. They see grass somewhere where it's not being installed properly, or it's not a very well made grass, so they assume that all the grasses are the same, and all synthetic grass are like that everywhere. But we're not.
Yeah. Yeah, and you bring up another good point, which is the installation is an important aspect. I know when I was in the paint business, the paint, it will warranty itself practically forever if it was put on the wall right.
Correct.
But, you skip steps, and typically it's the applicator, because those things go through so much of a QC process before they ever get out to the public. It's very rare that you have an issue that would be caused by the manufacturer. Usually it's install issues. And y'all are the best at that around here from what I hear. So, and just to bring this up, most synthetic grass companies maybe that you'll deal with, it's 5 to 8 years. They're going to warranty their stuff. Correct. That's about it. You're talking almost double.
Yes.
That's huge.
So you're also, when you're buying our product, you're looking at investing. It's a long-term investing for your home. Yeah. For your quality of life. If you have pets, how you're going to improve your pet's life. Yeah. A lot of issues that we encounter here in Louisiana is their dogs bringing mud back in, the dirt, So we bring a solution.
That's a great point.
I'm not here to try to sell you a product. I'm here to bring solutions to your problems.
Yeah.
So
problem solver.
Yes, synthetic grass is a solution, but also we bring the best out of everybody else.
Yeah. 100%.
You can lay turf out there, but is the dog going to dig it out? Is it going to chew it? Is it going to rip it? Right. You need to look at all these things. And with our grass and our 15-year warranty and installation, you can't beat that. No, you can't. That is people that really stand behind their products. That's what that tells me, which they have faith in it. Yeah. They don't hesitate to give that warranty. Now, Fit Blends of Denham Springs can help you with everything from meal prep to supplements. I love it that they serve breakfast all day, in addition to the best ultra healthy wraps you can really get anywhere in Livingston Parish. They are home of the $5 Smoothie Friday and are an amazing sponsor of Local Leaders, the podcast. Fit Blends Denham Springs, fast, fit food for you. Let's talk about, I'm going to give you a scenario. Okay. And you kind of take me through the process. Let's say I have an area in my yard. It doesn't see much sun. It seems to always stay damp. And, so regular grass can't grow on it. It's just not an optimal spot for that. And I decide, I'm just going to put some synthetic grass out here and be done with it. What would be the process? Would I call you and ask you to come out and give a bid, or? Well, first, what I like to do is when I walk to people's homes is how sloped their backyard or their side yard is. Because if I put my synthetic grass on it and the water has nowhere to go, you're gonna call me back and say, hey, I got water standing there for a day or two. The water's not going anywhere. Yeah. So I'm not a solution to your drainage problems. Mm-hmm. I'm more of improving your life when it comes to, having something pretty in the backyard or
Sure.
your dog's life. So what I like to recommend to the customer is, looking at a better way to find a better drainage
Yeah.
for the backyard if they're having issues with that
Yeah.
first. But if it's not a problem with flooding, and then I'll suggest this needs to be done, then I need to remove some dirt.
Mm-hmm.
If there's no grass growing, just the dirt or mud.
Sure.
I've been dealing a lot of mud.
Oh, I can imagine.
In New
Yeah.
Orleans,
Oh.
is that black mud mixed with shells?
Yeah.
Oh, it's horrible. But that's
Yeah.
that's what we're here for,
Sure.
We dig out 3 or 4 inches of mud or whatever is there, and then we fill it up with limestone,
Yeah.
and it will be like a drainage system.
Excellent.
So, and then the water will go down there, and then it will follow the slope to the proper drainage.
Fantastic. Now, I want to go through the many different types of surface. I guess you'd say the products that you sell for specific surfaces. And the first I want to start and talk about is what you've already brought up, which is the canine grass.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting product, and something that a lot of people I know here locally can relate to, because everybody loves pets around here, of course. It's also your number one selling grass that you sell.
Canine grass. I love installing canine grass because the way that to me it seems a lot makes my job easier when I install canine grass. But the results from canine grass, it's a 100% through and through a drainage system.
Yeah.
It's made like woven like a sweater.
Yeah.
So when the dog uses the bathroom, it goes straight down. It doesn't.
It goes through the
gra-
actual product.
Exactly. It's
Gotcha.
not like your regular synthetic grass where that.
It'll lay on top and puddle.
Exactly. And trying to find a drain hole, or you have to come behind and hose it down.
Yeah.
Or hoping that it's going to rain and push it down the drain holes. But with the canine grass, it's just, it's a really good product.
Yeah, very good. And obviously your number one selling grass. It's ultra popular, and the advantages to that, folks. Number one, if you have canine grass, you ain't got to worry about the little yellow spots in your yard where the grass is dead from urine, from pet urine. And because, well, number one, it's not real grass, so it's not going to kill it. But number two, it goes through it, so you don't have to worry about the puddling that you would deal with. With like a cheap turf of some sort.
And it has an antimicrobial agent, so you don't have to worry about the smell as well. Sometimes after 3 or 4 days, and it's like a dog, using the bathroom on the carpet or the floor or the concrete. Eventually, it doesn't matter what treatments you use to clean that up, you're gonna smell that. You're like,
that's
right,
right.
Like pee over here, or, funky. Not with our grass.
Yeah.
Not at all.
And think of it, folks, as that antimicrobial agent is kind of like sanitizing that grass without you actually doing it yourself.
Correct.
Would be a good way of putting that. So another benefit of that grass, and what makes it canine grass. So you also have a sports grass.
Yes.
So let's talk about that. Obviously, this is something you could use in soccer fields and things like that.
Yeah. Well, the thing with the sports grass is the market is just been driven by the same companies, and it's really difficult for ForeverLawn to compete with those with whatever is being established.
Yeah,
it's like if you have a relationship with a contractor and he always uses the same painter over and over. He's like, it's hard for us to be the outsiders. Like, hey, we have this grass, you should try it.
Yeah.
We're going to be more expensive than that person.
Yeah.
But we stand by our, 15-year warranty.
Yeah.
And, but sports grass, we have done, ForeverLawn has installed jobs in colleges, high schools, baseball fields,
football fields.
All over the nation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know of a football field right here in Denham Springs. They're going to be rebuilding pretty soon.
Oh, okay. There you go.
That's right. That's right.
You may know somebody.
Yeah, I may know somebody. Coach.
So it's sports grass. It's way different than your regular sport grass that you see in the Superdome or in these other sports fields, because our blades are closer together. They has more thatch. They're shorter than your regular synthetic grass. So it requires less infill.
Yes.
So on your regular turf they install in football fields, you need to put a lot of rubber.
Yeah.
I'll be lying to you how many pounds, but
a lot.
Probably 6 to 7 pounds, and ours is only a pound.
Yeah.
2 pounds per square foot.
Yeah.
So you're talking about less rubber.
A more realistic playing surface.
And more grass than rubber.
Yeah.
So when you see, kids playing or professionals, you see them kicking that black.
Get great deals throughout the store at Safeway. This week at Safeway, get mega packs of bone-in USDA choice beef New York strip steaks for $5.97 per pound with digital coupon. Limit 2 packages. Plus, Haas avocados are 10 for $10. Member price. Also, this week at Safeway, mix or match 12 packs of 12-ounce cans or 8 packs of 12-ounce bottles of Coca-Cola, Pepsi, 7-Up, or Dr. Pepper are buy 2, get 3 free. Limit 3 free items. Member price plus CRV. Visit Safeway.com or head in store for more deals.
Hello, it is Ryan, and we could all use an extra bright spot in our day, couldn't we? Just to make up for things like sitting in traffic, doing the dishes, counting your steps, all the mundane stuff. That is why I'm such a big fan of Chumba Casino. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere with daily bonuses. That should brighten your day a little. Actually, a lot. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com. That's ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
Pebbles.
Yeah.
With our grass, you will have to dig it to try to get those.
Yeah, that's fantastic, and just more realistic at that point. One thing about running on what you're talking about, these highly rubberized turfs, is it's like running on a trampoline or something. It's bouncy and that's the rubber in it.
And giving credit to Brian and Dale Carmi, they have their own research and development program. So they do a lot of work behind the scenes trying to develop better grass.
Yeah. So we've, here locally, of course, with Denham Springs High School, the baseball, they're building a new baseball field. They're completely redoing and rebuilding the football stadium all this year. Mm-hmm. And so, anybody out there listening that put them in touch with me. Let me talk to him. Give this guy a shot to put a bid in at least. It can't hurt to get a price.
We'll see.
Yeah, that's
we
it.
can bring the quality and they can compare with the other companies.
That's right. And warranties say a lot. You go into Best Buy and you buy a TV right now and they're going to say, you want the warranty? That's another $200. Yeah. And I don't ever get the warranty. I don't know about y'all. I never get it. I'm like, man, if it breaks, in 2 years, then that's a problem anyway. But this product, that warranty is priced into the product. Correct. So you don't have to worry about paying no extra money.
And I'm around the corner. If anything happens,
you've got a neck you can shake, as I like to tell people.
Yeah. We love Denham Springs. I've been here for 15 years.
Yeah.
And, my daughters, both of them went to Denham Springs, and we love this community.
He really does. And I'll tell you, folks, that's one thing that impressed me when I talked to Juan on the phone initially, is he was very passionate about the city of Denham Springs and Livingston Parish in general. And heck, he was a listener of my show, and that made me like him right off the bat. I'm like, man, I love to meet these listeners. But very, has the same kind of thought philosophy that I have, which is we're all a big community and we're here to support each other and all those sorts of things. It's just great that he has a product that is just outstanding, for all these different uses. William Waldrop of TWFG Insurance in Denham Springs can service all of your insurance needs. Offering auto, life, health, and commercial insurance, William Waldrop of TWFG Insurance is a proud supporter of Local Leaders, the podcast. Let's talk about playgrounds. You have a playground grass kind of specifically for that. Tell us about that.
We have 3 different kinds. We used to have 4, but they discontinued one recently, but we have 3 in our best grass for playgrounds. That one has an anti-static agent. So it's like when you rub your hands
and you grab the car door.
Or you grab some metal, you shot yourself. The grass has an anti-static agent.
That's
that
interesting.
Kids, it will help kids. Also, some kids with bypass or the little monitor they have, it doesn't interfere with that.
Interesting.
So that's our best playground grass. We have one that requires less infill.
Yeah.
Or no infill in it for those that are worried about the infill in the grass.
Yeah.
And just it goes by colors, if you want a red, if you want a yellow, if you want to mix colors, we do all that.
Yeah, so you can really dress it up. And what kind of really makes these special deals for playgrounds is they're designed to hold up to pretty extreme use.
Yes.
Kids are back and forth in those playgrounds, and so they're designed, and I'm sure woven extremely tight to make sure that they can hold up to that extreme use.
And also it has the antimicrobial agent.
Yeah.
For
there you go.
About viruses or
that's right.
Those sort of things. So
huge thing, and so it does come with that. It features kind of like an ultra soft surface, so if they fall off that slide or something like that, it's not going to be a hard, thud like you would get with regular dirt and grass.
Exactly. Yeah, our grass, depending on the playground, we have to follow some regulations, and we have to install a padding. It's called a fall safety. So depending for what age group, we have to install 1 inch padding, 1.5 inches, 2, depending on the group age.
Yeah.
Some playgrounds, like daycares, where they don't have really big structural playgrounds, our grass is thick enough that you don't require that padding, because our grass has a 3-layer backing that it works as a pad itself.
Fantastic. So many different options there. And Juan, right now, every neighborhood that is being built has kind of that community center area where they have a playground in front of it. So builders, listen up. This is a company that specializes in these
it's huge.
Playgrounds.
We're working with a playground right now, and it's when they sell a playground, they sell the package, playground plus the surface, which is mulch or the plastic rubber. So we're starting to work with this company, and they're kind of taking on us. They're like, okay, we'll like this. And now we're going to have a second project with them.
Yeah.
And we're very excited. They're starting to look the other way, because, playgrounds, when you go out to a park, you see those rubber pieces, the tire.
Oh yeah, that's basically what it is.
Or it's mulch, and
repurposed tires.
And when it rains, it washes off.
Yeah.
So they're starting to look the other way towards, okay, we can do artificial grass. It looks good, and it serves its purpose. So,
absolutely.
So we're very excited that this company is believing in us and taking us for another project.
Look, and aesthetics are a great selling tool. And when if you're a residential builder who builds neighborhoods, and you've got, that artificial grass out there, it looks like real grass. Man, it looks so much better than like rubber tires out there that are cut up and dyed red or something like that.
I don't know, but a lot of parents can vouch in this, but when you walk to a playground in the summer days, you get the smell of rubber.
Yes.
It's
a good point.
Sometimes you're like, I don't know how my kids play on this, and the heat is coming from the tires.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. And I know exactly what you mean. And so, when you have something out there that looks like real grass, maybe you sell that house that you weren't going to sell just because of that. Because they're like, man, their playground's so nice. So think of those sorts of things. Now, golf greens.
Yes.
How about that? Y'all got tons of different ones for golf greens when I researched it.
Different shapes, different sizes.
Yes. Different, if you're practicing different things. Look, I have a lot of friends that play golf. I play golf. I'm just horrible at it. I've got a lot of friends though that are pretty decent, and they may be looking into getting a little green installed. Even if their house in their backyard, you could do a chipping surface.
It's a chipping surface, correct?
Yeah. They have 7 different surfaces, y'all, and of course we're going to link the website to this video, so they can click on that. They can go straight to the website, and you can check out those golf green surfaces that they have. But everything from chipping to putting to driving, basically.
Yeah, it's upon what the customer wants. If they want the ball to roll faster, slower, we have a certain size of grass. It's basically the same kind of grass, but with taller blades or shorter blades or different backing, because all that helps to the ball to roll a certain way.
100%. So you also have, and this is my favorite one besides the canine grass that you have, and that is your splash grass. Did a little research on that. Tell me about your splash grass.
Splash grass, it's a version of canine grass. Yeah. It's made the same, but that one withstands the chlorine of the parks, kids parks, so we can install it around the pools, around anything that can get wet, on the daily basis. Yeah. And again, it has a 15-year warranty, so it's not like you're looking at a year or two and trying to replace it.
Yeah.
We'll stay behind it 15 years.
And it's huge, one, because right now the big thing is, look, nobody goes inside anymore and watches football or anything. They do it outside. They've got, they're building these patios that are basically like houses on the outside. I've got a real good friend. She's actually sitting right there that has a beautiful backyard with this concrete patio and a bar and a pool out there.
Currently doing a project in Covington.
Yeah.
And it's like another house. He took me to the backyard and I'm like, wow.
Oh, it's amazing. I'm telling you, man, I know people, I have friends, Juan, that they don't even go in their house except to sleep. They love it that much out there. And LJ knows I'm talking about her right now. But her and her husband sit out there and they'll watch football games, baseball games, and everything's outside. So you get some of this artificial grass out there.
And just because you don't like something, it doesn't mean that somebody else is going to like it.
Right.
I went and installed a job for an elderly couple.
Mm-hmm.
In my mind, I'm thinking they should not be spending the money on grass.
Yeah.
Because at what their age they're at.
Yeah.
Maybe they should be spending that money with family members or taking trips. But after I finished the installation, she just came up to me and she said, "You made my life a lot happier because this is where I spend the days with my husband. We go to the backyard, eat. In the mornings we drink coffee, and this is our paradise."
Yeah.
So I was like, wow, that changed my mindset a little bit. That is, different people has different priorities. So just because it doesn't mean anything to me, it means something to.
It was everything to her.
Yeah.
That's where they hung out. That's memories, man.
Exactly.
And that's the side of what you do that you never even realized.
She had her little bird feeder and just, I had to step out of the way I was thinking to really sit back and look at what she was talking about. I was like, oh, okay, I know what she means. She loves being in the backyard. She likes doing her garden. Is just, I just had to think differently.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Man, that's a good story. I like that. And I also want to mention with that splash grass, it's drainable grass, which makes it something you can put on concrete if you so chose. It doesn't have to be in a dirt area of your yard. It's a soft alternative to concrete. So if you do install it on that concrete and concrete gets hot when you're running on it and stuff like, or walking on it in a pool area. Of course, you're not wearing shoes typically. But there's all kinds of uses for it. And as Juan said, it's essentially similar to the canine grass, but it has some material in there that will allow it to hold up to chlorine, because chlorine will tear up just about anything, as y'all know. So very good. If you have an interest in that, you have an outdoor area that you spend a lot of time in, maybe look into that splash grass.
That's a huge thing.
Stephanie Berthelot and the crew at SR Enterprise can handle it all. from sheetrock to texture to paint. Give Stephanie a call at 504-432-9284. SR Enterprise, where they spread the paint and you spread the word.
Thing about ForeverLawn, when it comes to synthetic grass, we don't have just this one kind of grass like here. This is what we have. And you deal with it.
Yeah.
We have over 20 different kinds, from power height to sizes to looks, the blade shorter or longer. You know, what is it that you like? And we'll provide it to you.
Yeah, and the great thing is Juan has samples of these things that he can bring in. These they're basically big grass squares. And so when he meets with you and maybe looks at what you're looking to do, you can sit there and he'll sit there with you and kind of walk you through, well, this is this type of grass and it's going to do this and this will give you this look, and you can touch it, feel it, do all those sorts of things and really
and kind of advise you on what can work best for your backyard. Well, you make the last decision as a customer, but I can advise you on what works best.
He's the expert for sure on that stuff. So that opinion would definitely have some weight with it. Now, another thing to mention, we talked about it earlier. There's over 60 cities that actually have a ForeverLawn franchisor or franchisee in their city. And you are the one for here. Now, what area do you specifically cover? Obviously, you said New Orleans, so I would imagine you go there.
So we do Orleans Parish. Mm-hmm. We do Tangipahoa.
Yeah,
Parish.
That's right. You said it better than me. Trust me.
Livingston Parish and St. Tammany Parish.
In St. Tammany. Okay, so East Baton Rouge Parish, do you do?
We work in the Louisiana area.
Yeah.
But when jobs come to us that are not
their territory,
we sort of have the upper hand on that.
Yeah.
But the home office can always say, they'll come and do it themselves, or depending on, contracts and all that.
Yeah,
but
I got you.
Since we've been with ForeverLawn, there hasn't been any issues or discrepancies or anything. We've been doing all the jobs around here. We've been to Oxford, Mississippi.
Yeah. Oxford, yeah,
we've been up there, and
Ole Miss, home of Ole Miss.
Yes. So it's a great company to be affiliated with.
Very good. They do. They sound like a great company.
Awesome people.
Now, one thing also I think is important to mention, you're not going to find this product in retail stores.
No, you won't.
ForeverLawn does what I like to call takes care of their franchisees. So the last thing they're going to do is go to Home Depot and say, here, put our product in Home Depot. They want these guys to be the ones pushing that product and all of that stuff. So that's a good thing. So you don't think, I'm going to go to Home Depot and get, nope, go to Juan. Juan is the Home Depot in this case.
And that's when Dennis and I were so excited about the business, we asked the same question to Dale and Brian about, we should sell it at Home Depot. We should sell at these big retailers. And they say, no, they want to be able to control the quality and everything that goes around the grass. So
100%.
Yes, I don't know how easy it is to
lose
make a
that
deal.
Control
exactly.
When you get, look, I'll tell you this, and I'm with them 100% because I saw it, and I'll use the paint industry perspective, but I think it was Pittsburgh Paint went into Home Depot, and they started selling PPG paint in Home Depot. And they had a product that was a really, really good product at one time that they sold. It was one of their premium products. And when they started selling at Home Depot, I noticed the price dropped to like $20 a gallon on that product. So instead of like $60, it was $40. And I got a gallon, sent it to my home office, and let our chemist test it. And it was not the same product. They had pulled some raw material out of there. And, in order to sell it at that price point. So he's absolutely right. Once those big boxes get a hold of it, they will cheapen it in order to compete.
Yeah, you're probably right about that.
Yep. So he's a smart man, those folks over there. Now, let's talk about this. Let's say you meet with a customer and they say, man, Juan, I love this grass. I'm ready for this canine grass. As far as the installation process, and I know that changes from situation to situation, but typically on like a standard job, what is it like a week from start to finish typically, or for just a standard, not small job, but just average job?
2.5, 3 days.
Okay. That's really quick.
Yes.
Yeah.
So going to the process, depending on the excavation, if I need to remove the dirt, or I've seen a lot of people trying to solve the problems by putting landscape stones.
Mm-hmm.
So they have a problem in the backyard, and their solution is just putting rocks.
I'm one of those. Yeah, I fought that one for years.
Away. Yeah, and a year later, they're like, looks ugly. I'm just going to put more rock on it.
Then they've got like a mountain of rocks.
So I noticed that a lot. And so that's, labor that we have to go through, remove the stones or the dirt or whatever it's back there. And then we bring our limestone.
Yeah. We
compact it, and then we install plastic boards around the perimeter where the grass is going to be installed.
Yeah.
We don't use treated wood because it can rot over time.
Yeah.
We want to stand with the 15-year warranty. So we use the marine grade boards to install our grass.
Wow.
So
that's huge.
Yes. And then we do that. We do the limestone, and then we do our grass.
Fantastic.
And depending on the area, how big it is, could be as small as one day, a day job, or 2 days. It depends.
Man, that's fantastic. And you can tell just by the products that you use how much pride, the company and you take in the product.
Yes.
You're not cutting corners.
No, we're not. I take pride on what I do. I was lucky enough to work with so many people that always taught me to do the right thing for the right reasons. Not to cut corners. A friend of mine told me once that we all have a moral compass. So whether you want to go left or you want to go right, or just keep it straight. So just keep the morals and just be honest and do the good things.
Man,
for the right reasons.
That's great advice, and I couldn't agree more with that. It really is all about that, and that's why I like doing business with people that think like that, because they're looking at it as I would be letting myself down even more than I would be letting the customer down. It's just who you are as a person. And one thing I also want to mention about your company is the branding is really good. ForeverLawn, just, you've got the wrap truck, of course, and which is a great call. But really good branding there. Very important to a franchisee, the branding of the product. That's the first thing that sticks out.
Yes.
But y'all have the V, y'all looks like a blade of grass. It's really cool.
When they take pictures for social media, or we do the blades.
Yeah.
The shape of the blades.
That's awesome. Yeah. So it's like that's pretty good. I like that.
They currently
I need to come up with something like that. A microphone.
With what?
Yeah, I don't know how I would do that.
I mean, you got LSU, right?
Yeah. I could do that. I could do double L's. I'll have to get Tiffany on that. Come up with some cute little brain and gang signs for us. So very good. I like that with the blades of grass. Mm-hmm. That's cool. So we've talked about, just about everything that you can get there with ForeverLawn. And folks, I can't tell you, it's funny because several times over the years, I've needed a company that actually does what you do. I didn't even realize there was an option outside of kind of going to Home Depot, getting some cheap product, going home and doing it yourself, which this is not something you want to really try to do yourself.
Look, I'm the kind of person that, believe me, if you're a handyman and you want our product, I'll come to your house and I'll advise you how to install it, how to do it properly, and you can do it yourself.
Oh, that's cool.
I'll go to the extent of telling you how to do it.
Yeah.
Because we as a company, we want that grass to last 15 years.
Yeah.
It's not that I'm going to sell you the grass, turn around, and you deal with it.
Yeah.
I'll take my time, go to your house and explain to you how properly install it.
Yeah.
If you want to buy the grass and do it yourself.
Yeah, because in order for that warranty to stand up, it has to be properly installed.
Correct.
I mean, I would imagine.
Correct.
So, yeah. Dane Arnold with iTrade Exchange has been enabling small business in the Livingston Parish area to save cash through his network of over 300 participating Livingston Parish businesses. Saving cash by trading services with other exchange members is what iTrade Exchange is all about. For more information, contact Dane Arnold at 225-205-3640 or visit iTradeExchange.biz. I'm going to link the website to this podcast because I'm hoping is going to happen. People are going to hear this and we want more information. How would people get in touch with you outside of the website? Do you have a Facebook or anything? Or
you can contact me directly.
Okay.
At Juan@golfsal.ForeverLawn.com.
Okay.
And that's how you can get in touch with me directly.
And he'll get back with you. And I will also link what he just said to this video. So that way, if you're listening, you're driving down the road.
If they want a specific kind of grass just for dogs, just go without trying to link here, there, and there. Just go to caninegrass.com.
Yep.
It'll take you straight to that Canine Grass website.
There you go. I know there's going to be some people
You
wanting
can go
that.
to ForeverLawnLandscape.com. It'll take you straight to that website, or playgroundgrass.com. It'll take you straight to that playground.
Have you been to LaShend? Yeah,
Yes.
right here. Okay, yeah, that'd be some good folks to get some canine grass.
I've been talking to the owner, and
there's good people over there.
Yes, they are. So they have a project in mind.
Good.
My vision is to utilize the section of grass that is right next to them, not on the railroad track side, but on the other side. It's vacant. So my idea is to put canine grass there.
Yeah.
So I've been talking to Rick Foster.
Yeah.
The
city guy, Rick Foster,
and the owner Lishan, and they have some projects in mind. So I'm just waiting to hear back.
Yeah.
But
very good.
That would be a nice dog park for the city of Denham Springs.
100%. And I was just it was yesterday or the day before yesterday, maybe. I was with Mayor Landry, and we were going over some things that they have coming up for Denham Strong, which is kind of like the master plan for the city of Denham Springs. They're gonna do all kinds of things. They're gonna have walking parks and all that kind of stuff. So definitely something that you would benefit from getting involved with and all of that. And you have such a passion for the community. I can't see a better fit. Yes. So I'm very happy. Yeah, those people over there at LaShend are awesome.
I enjoy their beer, the Tail Wagger. I think that's
that's the one I like. That's a good one. It's too good.
People that know me, I don't really drink much.
Yeah, me neither.
And when I went there, I was like, let me try that one, and I got hooked.
Oh yeah,
really good.
I think I had one of those, and I'm like, I'm almost buzzing.
Yeah.
Off one.
Because the glass is about this tall.
And it's so good. It's a great drink. Yeah. So check them out too. Me and Juan recommend it. So we'll link all those things to the video, Juan, and that way people can certainly click on that and check out all the wonderful things. You had a good time? Did you enjoy it, man? Believe it or not, we've been going almost an hour.
Wow.
Yeah.
Time goes by.
Yeah. Well, y'all have some great subjects there to talk about. So I wanted to make sure we covered everything. I do want to thank everyone out there for viewing and listening to Local Leaders Podcast. Please comment, subscribe, like, and share us on all your social media platforms as we strive to shine a spotlight on all of our local businesses. I do want to mention one, LOPA, which is the Louisiana Organ Procurement Agency. We have teamed up here at Local Leaders with Real Life, Real Crime, the podcast, and a bunch of other businesses to support LOPA and really help to get the message out there of organ donations. So there's going to be a drawing. It's going to be $16,000 worth of prizes. They're giving everything from a hunting trip away. Nice. We're giving a podcast away and a Yeti ice chest. And there's a lot of sponsors involved in this. But all you need to do, you can go to Local Leaders of Podcast on my page. They're going to have a QR code. You just click that or take a picture of it. It'll bring you, and you can buy as many raffle tickets as you want to buy. And it all goes. Every bit of it is going to LOPA. So please check that out. I wanted to mention that. Thank you to all our sponsors, including Trisha Johnston Realtor, William Waldrop of TWFG Insurance, BJ Pawn, Fit Blends, Denham Springs, Black Sheep Creative, SR Enterprise Painting, Idell Lane Spa and Boutique, Fit Body Boot Camp, and Home Key Mortgage. We could not do any of this without all of you. Give Tiffany Secard a call at Home Key Mortgage if you need anything in the way of mortgage loan information. If you would like information on sponsoring this show or appearing, please reach out to me at jim@localleadersofpodcast.com. Until next time, I'm Jim Chapman, reminding you, love your community, support local business, just like my buddy over here at ForeverLawn, and keep leading. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hello, it is Ryan, and we could all use an extra bright spot in our day, couldn't we? Just to make up for things like sitting in traffic, doing the dishes, counting your steps, all the mundane stuff. That is why I'm such a big fan of Chumba Casino. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere with daily bonuses. That should brighten your day a little. Actually, a lot. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com. That's ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
Okay, round two. Name something that's not boring.
A laundry? Ooh, a book club. Computer solitaire, huh?
Ah, sorry. We were looking for Chumba Casino. That's right. ChumbaCasino.com has over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.